I still haven't figured out if it's SSSniperWolf or just Sniper Wolf. My head canon is that it's Schutzstaffel Sniper Wolf because she made the account back when it was more edgy. The internet was more exciting, more fresh, more vibrant. People could get away with a lot more jokes. Nowadays, everyone is very serious. It's like the mother is watching. And in this case, mother is YouTube. And YouTube apparently has terms of service. Many of us have to abide by them. Like, for example, when I read things from the Twitter and I want to present to you the madness that takes place on that platform, in order for us to be able to criticize people on the internet in a public space, I have to actually censor their names. Because YouTube has a policy against doxing, which is in a gray area. It's left up to interpretation. Like if I, for example, show you a post of Dr. Fauci from Twitter, is that doxing or not? Because it could be interpreted that me criticizing him would encourage you guys in a manner that I can't encourage you to give super chats, to sign up as channel member, or to thumbs up. I can't do that shit. But if I show you someone on Twitter, it can be interpreted that I'm encouraging you to go to his account, which I don't. But, right, it's up to the YouTube moderator. So the policy on doxing is very vague. But even in the most charitable interpretation, going to someone's house when you as a content creator have tens of millions of followers is considered a violation of that. Especially in the age of swatting, in the age of parasocial, is this what I call it? Parasocial relationships that certain community creators foster. It's not okay to go to someone's house. However, for a long while, YouTube refused to take action, and they got community guideline notes to oblivion. Readers kept adding context over context over context. And as you can see at the time of this tweet, SSSniperWolf channel is not demonetized. Only her most recent video is using plugins. You can see this for yourself. So, big yikes. Big yikes. Here's my take on the issue. Why is it that her channel isn't demonetized and other people like Count Dankula is? It's because it matters. See, like most people, when they look at our world, they see democracy, they see capitalismus, they see liberty and freedom. We need to preserve our democracy, sacred, important. I look at the world and I still see the medieval time. Unironically, like you have the aristocrats, you have the nobility, and you have the peasantry. The peasantry is dumb, uneducated. They need to be kept dumb and uneducated. And then you have the nobility, the actual people that matter. Now, in the case of YouTube, it depends who's complaining about the content creator. Like, if you have a noble complaining, which in this situation can be another corporation, like Vice Magazine, BuzzFeed, respectable outlets, NGOs, like, for example, the ADL. If these people are complaining, then YouTube does need to take action. If it's the peasants, depends how many. In the case of SSSniperWolf, there were quite a few. And as you can see, community notes, let's do something, but not too much. Slap on the wrist. And there you go, right? So that's the reason that I think YouTube has been reluctant, which is really ridiculous when you think about it. Because, again, if they applied the rules, like day one, if they applied the rules, what do the rules say? The rules say that if you make a violation, like you dox someone, theoretically, you're supposed to get a community guideline strike. What does that mean? Well, if it's your first, and this is what it would have been with SSSniperWolf, would have been her first, you get a warning on your channel. Like, that's it. You're not even getting a strike one. It's just a warning. Basically, like, don't do it again. And not only that, but you can also take, right now, like they improved the system, and you can take a training course where they basically tell you, look, what you did is bad, do you understand it now? And they ask you a couple of questions. And if you manage to successfully complete the training course, within 90 days, that warning is removed from your channel. I mean, come the fuck on. Like that is beyond reasonable. And that, by the way, is something that I think SSSniperWolf herself would have preferred, because a channel of her size getting demonetized, she's probably losing tens of thousands. Even if it's like recent videos and whatnot. Like, usually it's the recent videos that make money to begin with. Very rarely do people go and watch previous videos. So, like, I'm willing to bet that if you talk with her, like, she herself would have said yes, like, that punishment, like, having the rules applied that everyone else abides by, like, having them applied to me, would have alleviated much of this nonsense, because now you have people digging in through her past. They're finding out videos where she was encouraging underage minors to twerk for her in exchange for flashing, and those were on YouTube. But again, it was like from a time period where the internet was more exciting, it was more vibrant, it was more progressive and open-minded, unlike the conservative and backwards internet we have today. All jokes aside, though, people were like trying to go through in order to see if YouTube actually applied the rules in her case. And I have seen like channels getting zooked for videos that happened 5 or 6 years ago, something that I find to be unreasonable, especially when the TOS has changed to the point where 6 years ago you may not have even been in a violation, but now due to the recent changes in TOS, they consider what you did then to be unacceptable, and it's stuff like that, basically. So all in all, some people are still not pleased with the punishment that she got, and some other people are claiming that the punishment didn't happen at all. So I don't know what to say, but apparently she violated another thing, right? Like, YouTube does have another rule, which is the most ridiculous of it all, and that is that, as you can see here, if the actions put other people's risk or harm in our community, right? So basically what it means that even if you may not violate any of the current TOS, so like let's say doxing, right? You don't do that. You do something else. But YouTube considers that it's a scandal, they can still punish you. And there have been cases where people that literally didn't do any violation because they appeared in the mainstream media. The perfect example is Russell Brand, right? So like Russell Brand, he's not convicted of anything. He didn't break any YouTube TOS. He didn't do anything, as far as I know, right? Like, he just got accused. And because he got accused, he got his entire channel demonetized. And unlike SSSniperWolf, in his case, it's not temporary, right? So, like, let's assume that Russell Brand would go to court, and let's assume that he would be found not guilty of what he is being accused. He would still be demonetized, right? So, again, this is what's happening. It's like, who is complaining? Is it the peasantry or the nobility? And who is the complaint levied against? Is it a peasant or a upper-class merchant? If it's an upper-class merchant, then they get a little bit more protection. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.